Ну что ж, всем привет. Я наконец-то хоть что-нибудь буду записывать, потому что я, можно сказать, отдыхал от этих всех игр. Ну, в основном, можно сказать, от гачи и так далее. Потому что я уже переиграл их, то в то играл, уже заколебался играть. Так что я играл в другие игры, чуть отдохнул там, ну, в Роблоксе отдохнул, там, поиграл там в разные режимы. И как это, несколько дней назад, ну, уже неделю, по-моему, я не помню, сколько это, блядь, посчитать. В Elden Ring вышла DLC, так что я ее проходил, мне, в принципе, понравилось. Так что, да, ну, я, кстати, проходил. Я пока что ее так, можно сказать, прохожу, просто изучаю мир и так далее. Ну, так уж, в принципе, можно уже и снова записывать в Геншине. Скорее всего, после Геншина я в Roblox пойду. Свордбурс 3 в этом режиме вышла новый этаж несколько дней назад, так что я его буду тоже записывать. И, скорее всего, в Ханкай потом зайду, если успею. Оказывается, была сюжетка, я что-то забыл, что сюжетка есть. Так что в Genshin сначала, потом в Roblox, потом в Ханкай. И, скорее всего, если не успею Ханкай записать, то скоро выйдет Zenly Zone Zero, или как она там называется. Я ее очень ждал, потому что я раньше играл в такие игры, мне не нравились. Так что я надеюсь, что она мне все-таки понравится тоже, как и те старые там игры такого же типа. Так что ладно, не будем медлить, будем проходить сюжетку этого, блять. Я не помню, как его там, ну да, короче. Так что приступаем, в принципе, проходить. Все, погнали. Надеюсь, интернет и игра не будет так сильно зависать, пролагивать, потому что я сейчас кое-что качаю, и скорее всего она будет немножко, наверное, ну, хорошо, в принципе, ну, хотя и пинга не такой же большой, как обычно, в принципе, пинг. Окей. Привет, давно не виделись.
Perfect. It's you two. I have a commission here that has your name.
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission, right?
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system. In fact, all it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Huh? Then why did you say we were the only ones for the job?
I came across this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago. It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all ended in failure, despite attempts by several accomplished and renowned with the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake. It's in our best interest to assign this.
Well, that's us for sure.
All I'm asking is if it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll talk to the commissioner about canceling the commission.
Okay, so who are we looking for? And what is it about—
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara village. They say one of their own villagers has gone, but the problem is, they don't know the missing person's name.
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name? If so many adventurers have failed to complete this commission, maybe this
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission. Besides, putting up a commission requires a processing fee. There aren't many up in any case. It would probably be best to go to Vimara village and—
Alright then, let's go! Paimon's starting to get—
Сказка на ночь. Я, скорее всего, сейчас полностью проходить не буду, потому что у меня сейчас ночь, и я, скорее всего, сколько смогу записать, столько и запишу. Ну,
We
просто
made it
когда...
to Vamara Village!
Блядь.
Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy? If this commission is really as
блядь,
challenging
пойму.
as Catherine made it out.
Все, понял, закончил.
Hello there. You looking to buy
Ебать,
something?
загрыз.
I do business in this area.
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine's.
Ah, so you're here about that then. Ah, you're not the first. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village is.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name?
I don't know. I really have no clue.
Okay, guess you're really.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions. I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have we just don't know the specifics. Maybe, at least that's what everyone in the village seems to think.
Alright, specific society.
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind, sort of. I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as.
But of course, everyone in the village, there aren't many young people like him nowadays. So genuine and...
Could he have just moved away without.
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away with...
Huh. Alright, thanks for the.
Так вот, так что, скорее всего, как загрузится кое-что, которое я сейчас качаю, скорее всего, сколько запишу, столько и запишу. А так завтра, в принципе, и запишу, сколько смогу, до конца, и, в принципе, выложу. А так, в принципе, может быть, даже успею. Я хз, конечно, сколько оно будет длиться, но... Скорее всего, не полностью запишу, потому что я не являюсь.
It's that guests I hear.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea! We're here to help you look for the guy that's.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our...
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to help anyone with my failing eyesight. I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. I don't think his parents are still living in the village. But somehow he never seemed lone. He would often take time to visit the elderly or play with... And whenever someone had something on their mind, as the village chief, I owe him many thanks.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No one, but, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try. Well, Traveler, what do you think? Paimon thinks so too. Like, the name thing. And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something. Wait, so you're saying it's not... Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one.
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right?
Yep, sure are. We were just looking...
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you have... My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vimara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing...
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close?
I'm not sure this counts as a leak.
И куда? Ой, блядь, я по правочке Q нажимаю. Переиграл по Волдоринг ебучий. Привычка ебаная. Здрасте, блядь. Что на перья, блядь?
Is this the place?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is we used to always sit together under this tree and talk. I was actually adopted by the people of Vimarville. I was surrounded by such good people and
Alone?
How should I put it? Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in... Really? You know exactly how I feel?
Aww.
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, no matter what came my way, I knew I could... He was so thoughtful and pure and patient ever since he disappeared. There's been... No, none of those things.
Wow. You two must have been... Did he ever tell you anything
He mostly just talked about interesting... Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. I didn't know whether that meant they had left the look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. The last time I talked this much in one go was when... come to think of it. Every time always passed by really slowly. Even...
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Doesn't it seem like they're the Abyss Order. Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick!
Emerge, right now, right here. Emerge, right now, right here. Emerge, right here.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show.
It was no trouble.
Now that I think about it, the they seem agitated and would often attack anything and...
Maybe the Abyss Order... Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara Village, just in case. If the... Wait a second. The person... It's Dainsleif!
Как его открыла?
Ah, it's you two.
Oh, a friend of yours? Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and...
Yep, see you later, Atosa! Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I...
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose? No matter. It may have taken you... The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this...
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the Hilly Trail?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive.
Still, the Hilly Trail activity is causing a lot of problems for the people.
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy. And you shall have them. I never intend. Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk. Ah. So that was the commission that brought you here to Vima. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That isn't. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilichurl activity. And that is certainly not much to go.
Right! That mysterious voice he heard in his sister's memory.
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you? I sense hesitation in your words. There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. His name is Vedderfolnir. I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin.
Your brother?
There were 5 of them. The 5 sinners of the wise, Roptatir. The visionary, Vedderfolnir. Gold, Rhindaughter. No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhindaughter is the one who created Albedo. Sertologi is Skirk's master. And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedderfolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clotar.
They were once people of great esteem in Khanria. 6 of us. Together. Yet, deep within, so they became sinners. But also, and when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came. Indeed. If they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also, of course. As I said,
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osai?
Indeed. However, it's obvious the eye was integral to their plan. Yet somehow, despite there are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then, what should we do?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of
The ley lines?
Traveler. You were able to observe your siblings' memories last time. My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually
Wait! Then our commission here in Vimara...
It's certainly possible. I'll join your...
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating... So tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a... Dane? Hello, Dane? Did something happen?
The missing person from your commission.
Oh, young guy? Early 20s? Serious?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind. Memories.
Maybe...
No, it wasn't a dream. There, and I'm certain I've never met this person before. I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss.
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the...
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him. But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning,
What sort of truth?
that their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory. Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, come with me. We must check whether the...
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you...
Of course.
Ну, давайте еще 10 минут где-то запишу и все-таки на паузу сделаю. Ну, как сказать, на паузу. Закончу на сегодня и запишу, записываю где-нибудь утром или днем. Потому что ночью мне как-то неохота смотреть. Ну, смотреть куда-нибудь. Читать текстики и так далее. Так что буквально где-то 10 минут похожу. Где-то, скорее всего, будет это, наверное, да? Если да, то, скорее всего, пораньше закончу. Потому что
So
мне
you hid it way
хочется...
out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure.
Мне не хочется, блядь, сидеть на несколько часов, но по-любому где-то на час с чем-то. Так что если это сейчас будет данч, то я, скорее всего, раньше закончу. Так что да.
Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait.
Какая-то хуйня с ним уже происходит. Орден бездны, да?
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Hey, wait up!
Это данж, да? Да, это данж. Давайте все-таки я, скорее всего, сейчас, дошли до этого момента, я, скорее всего, таки записываю завтра. Ну, завтра, точнее, сегодня утром или днем, потому что я, как сказал, я ночью как-то не очень-то хочу записывать, так что давайте увидимся, скорее всего, утром. Так что до скорого. Так, ну что ж, продолжаем проходить. Наконец-то. Так, уровень отряда. Так, и что у нас тут? Интересненько. Не дают.
Right now, emerge. Lake Bear.
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
Да, блин. Понял. Это забрать могу. Это хотя бы. На это мне пофиг, в принципе. Так, сундуков больше нету, да? Привет.
Right now, right here, right now. Overruled.
Это что такое? Так, здесь сундуков нету. Вроде нету.
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism.
Ну, очень трудно, блядь.
Ah, the door's open.
Пиздец.
Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
Это локация. Тут нет. Опа. Есть артефакты, блядь. Буду нужно. Видеться будем. Будет как петелка, блядь.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Be on your guard. I sense the...
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
Emerge, right here. Blaze bare. Witness mine. Overruled. Right now, emerge, right here.
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow it. Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a...
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that? There's been...
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing. Paimon does...
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place. The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, I suspect you might finally... Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer. I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
You risked your safety and that of the Eye? That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a
So you came here all on your own?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. I know you must have a lot to say, but if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me.
Никто не видел.
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry back to Vimara Village and see what's going on.
Снова эта ёбаная карта заблокирована.
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago?
In the New World, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed.
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now? It sounded so gentle. Could that voice... Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is happening anywhere else. Looks like the same thing is happening over here, too. The hell?
You see, we're both still here. We've reclaimed an endless amount of time. Release your tears. You know.
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered, "Sleep well, Father. When you awake, that which differentiates..."
It almost sounds like a poem or... Well, now that the hilly trails have calmed down, Vimar, let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance... Grandpa Medea, is everyone all right? The Abyss Order's...
The Abyss Order? This is... thank you for your concern, but as far...
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any...
Someone's gone missing, you said?
Huh? You know, the young guy from Vimara Village. The one you've been looking... That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually.
Ah, I do apologize. You... At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is...
But how is that? Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Ahmed. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again? You're right. We should narrow down the possibilities for...
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Just as expected. bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing? Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he... Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with...
Кажется, это связано с тем голосом, который Хилитюров одобрил, или как успокоил, наверное. Кто же это интересно, блять? Ой, блять, снова эта хуйня. Может так?
If this person only exists in people's memories.
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memory, but didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with some... Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time and we don't even know... Good idea! That'll help us... We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to... Right! That! Could we try to figure... Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow...
All the memories seem to be set... No. Based on... There's a difference between... Maybe not. If time was allowed...
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That's the tell of the fake The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the If the memories included the regular passage of time, like there could be overlap or something. People might... That's why he makes sure the memories take place at...
The color of the sky.
Oh, right! That's exactly what it...
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely Atos's memory. Yeah, that's where the...
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like, oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. It's okay if you don't. You...
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and you'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Oh, right! This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet!
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to so I should see what they need. I'm sorry.
Another time, huh?
Нравится, или как они это называются?
It's nice to see you,
Понятно.
traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
То есть... Это что, это что ли, блядь? Контроль. Блядь.
Born into abject sorrow. Born into
Не то.
abject. You're Kari Bear Albert.
Oh, you know me? Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? This is Atosa's memory, but I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead.
Телепортация. А перевести можно? Понятно. Перевести нельзя. Угу. Да и загрузка что-то долгая, блядь. А, понятно. Долгая, блядь. Основа это, понял.
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world, after all. It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host.
Нет, судьбы.
Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the loom, but despite his intentions for me, in truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of As for your question, the Loom of Fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines. In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level, but it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world. Yes, I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. After all, its existence cost me my... That. I was wrong to implant those memories. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world, as if... I know what you might... Why would I do something so meaningless? But I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of Chief Amadia, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa. What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No, I was curious, so I selfishly, even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago. Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness, even the form you see before you, was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. I know. But there's nothing. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. I know. Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the Loom of Fate has already been completed. No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye, Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he? His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan. That's right, because in his mind, before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace in the face of everything they could be planning. I fear, in any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate. You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form. To comfort me, my father told me a story. That this was a fairy tale world, where I had that story managed to dispel my fears. My goal was simple. To use the Loom of Fate in its near completed to implant a specific memory into the mind. In that memory, I would tell them a story. I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, all that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness. But now, the bedtime.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time. consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too.
Вот это
Well,
прикол.
how about a conversation? The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree? That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500. The loom of fate, huh? I still before the heavenly principles awaken. Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria. There's been no sign. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's... However, the heavenly principles will awaken. You could say that. Just look at Caribert. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect... Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough. He brought comfort to the people of this world. So ask yourself this. Of course, that's only one example. My feeling... Ether?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that.
Ебать.
There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never... Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of... Do you remember? A long time ago, you told me you wanted to find a place in the... To have a place like that suddenly appear before me. Well, would you...
You mean...
I miss you too, Ether. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that fight, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes. Let alone my own...
What?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. Everything in space will be wiped into existence,
Зашибись.
including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
О, нет, минус экран, блять, пиздец, все, покупать новый. Ну зашибись, все стерто, да. Хотя главный герой, конечно, не помнит, а мы помним. В принципе, как всегда.
Still so sleepy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw... Oh, and Dane came by just now? He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were alright and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's... Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and he was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that... Paimon doesn't remember what happened. Wait, really? What a score! Well, what happened after that?
sleep.
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. So there we were, searching away, when, according to him, one day around dusk he was passing by this one tree outside there he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Oh, and we also remembered his name, Curry Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner. Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is, and we're all relieved to...
Seems like everyone thinks Curry Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now. Paimon wonders how Atosa's doing. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so...
Oh, it's you two. I was part of the search party, so honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important. It's funny, but I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. I'm just happy I got to meet him. Okay, I'll admit. I'm just putting on a break. I was dumped, wasn't I? Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye? You don't need to comfort. It's just like Curry Bear said. It's the things we and you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll... Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two.
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives... Oh, right! Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened? A picture? Where'd that...
О, вот и конец. Да. Блин, кто? Да, конец. Окей. Так, и на дереве вроде что-то было же, да? Что у нас на дереве? Угу. Блин. У нас... Да, у нас это эти... Так, ой, блядь. Ладно, давайте... Давайте, блядь, как что сделать там? Ладно. Так, ну что ж, сюжетка с Dying Slave закончилась. В принципе, прикольная, ну... Я с бичом побольше, конечно. Узнали, что у нас там происходит со своей другой... Ну, как сказать, блядь... Назвать-то, блядь, нормально. Ну, короче. С сестрой. Короче, так сказать, там по-умному можно сказать, но я не помню, как это. Так что да. Скорее всего, увидимся в Роблоксе, потому что Панка я, скорее всего, таки потом запишу, если успею. Ну, как я говорил, сначала Roblox, ну, Genshin я уже прошел, так что его можно не читать. Так что, скорее всего, увидимся в Роблоксе, а может и успею еще и в Ханкае. До релиза Zone, как там, блядь, не помню. Zero называется, не помню. Так что увидимся в Роблоксе. Всем пока-пока.